Thank you, Jason DeLeo, for the fine intro music. Welcome to WIUP Radio Hour. turning down my volume. I'm a pro. Hey everyone, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Greg, your host tonight for WIUP Radio Hour, and we've got a very great show on tap for you tonight. We're going to do a special interest piece and a science fiction radio drama, so it's very exciting. I'm going to bring out the rest of the cast right now to introduce themselves. Say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
And
Hello.
Very good.
Do you want more?
Have they had enough?
Can I hide my face now?
We're so unused to spotlight.
I don't know what to do with this. Oh.
Are they looking?
All right, so to get us started tonight, folks, in chat, I'm going to ask for a couple suggestions. I'm going to mute myself here. All right, so what we need to get us started is, first of all, what is a product that your grandparents used that you have never used? So you're pretty sure this is a product that no one uses anymore. We also need from someone out there to type in chat, what is an event that would happen in a small town that would be big news to a small town, but not big news to a big city? And think about like the Andy Griffith Show. What would be a thing that would happen on that show that would cause a big fuss? That's the second thing we need for this show. And the last thing we need for this show is the title of a never before seen or heard science fiction show. So, Firefly, that exists. What's something that doesn't exist? Cool. And what you're going to see is we'll start off the show with a special interest piece, small town event, and then we'll have a couple commercials in there, and then we'll move on to our radio play. And if we have time, we'll do something else at the end. So looking for those suggestions, and everyone, rather than be what you see here on screen with everyone's face, we're going to use images that we pulled down from the web in place of our faces. So you'll kind of see, like, using your imagination a little more than seeing a live broadcast. So it's a little different, but I think it works, and I hope you have fun watching it.
Hey, Greg, could you ask for those suggestions
cool.
again, or
So pickled pig's feet is our product. Pickled. I'm going to go ahead and say Dixon's pickled pig feet. Local school wins the basketball championship is our suggestion for our small town piece. And finally, let's see. We don't have a title for a radio play yet, but we'll get to that. So let's just start off with WIUP Radio Hour, and we'll take it from there. Sit back, close your eyes if you want to, and enjoy the show.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome again to Eye on America. I'm here to bring you a slice of life from one of the...
Welcome, everyone, to the WIUP Radio Mystery Hour. Tonight, we bring you a very special science fiction broadcast. But before we do that, we're going to cut over to our correspondent, Susan Wilson, with a fantastic story about a special high school winning a very special event. Susan?
Thank you so much. It is true. They are very special. And Eye on America, we're going to be talking tonight about the Milltown Beavers, a basketball team that triumphed against unimaginable odds. What were the odds, and what did they win? I visited Milltown before the big championship to find out why it was so difficult for them to make it to the championships in the first place.
Well, I think there's... where am I? Oh! I think that, hi, lady. I think that a lot of people in town are really busy because there's huge crop this year, and we just don't have a lot of time to practice some skills, the older kids, I mean. And on basketball, because we're picking corn and we're bringing in the harvest, and so we were just kind of focused. But I know the older kids are gonna do good if we just get the harvest in. That's all.
Thank you, Cassie.
I'm gonna hide again.
You do that.
Bye.
Cassie points out that the harvest this year was particularly robust, and that led to backlash against high school sports. Some townspeople felt that basketball wasn't as important as getting the grain out. One high school student chimed in to let me know what it was like on the other side of that criticism.
Well, me and the boys, we've been practicing all season, right? We got to get scholarships to get into a big school, and then these farmers come at us with pitchforks and literally with pitchforks and torches. It was dark out, of course, and they didn't intend to attack us. They were merely there to thresh some wheat, but all in all, we were intimidated by them, even though we are all-star athletes, of course. So we heard them out, but we said, why can't we have both an agrarian society and team sports?
Why can't we have an agrarian society and team sports? After all, they both require strength and fortitude and character. But this argument continued to rage until one fateful night when the school's basketball gym became a tinderpot of argument and danger.
Well, you can't have basketball around here because one thing will lead to the next, and then we won't have the wheat that we need and the crops that we need, and soon this whole place will be riddled with gambling and all kinds of trouble. I mean, we just no more basketball, no more sports. It just ain't gonna work, and I just can't have this town going through that, and well, this gym right here just needs to go down in flames. That's what needs to happen here. Just need to burn it down like a bad crop.
Burn it down like a bad crop.
Oh, yes, indeed.
I hoped that this was just idle talk, but that very night, a group of folks calling themselves Baskets for Grain, Not Ball, stormed the high school gymnasium and set it ablaze. The students had been practicing and managed to get out safely, but only in the nick of time. Suddenly, there was no basketball gym in which to hold the championships, and the Baskets for Grain crew felt that they had won. But the students weren't ready to give up so easily.
Hey, I was too cool to play basketball, but I and my little sister decided to help out, right, sis?
Yeah, you're gonna do it? Why, we're so well nourished from the harvest, you ought to work off some of that great energy you got from all those good vegetables, brother.
Yeah, I put her up on my shoulders and she was just tall enough to put a new hoop up.
That's called teamwork.
I guess you're right, little sis.
Do I get 2 points?
You get 3 in my book.
Charles and Cassie made a great team and erected a new pair of basketball hoops in the area where the basketball gym once stood. And not at all a moment too soon, for the buses holding their rival teams, the Shelltown Pelicans, rolled up to the open-air gymnasium with the makeshift basketball nets, and the game began. And lo and behold, the townspeople came out, one by one, to see the miracle occurring in real time, right in front of their eyes.
Oh, just love watching my boy play. He's just such a great player. On this year, me and Betty, well, we're all hoping that, well, he'll just take it to the rim, as they say. Take it to the rim.
Oh, I know he's got it in him. He's been practicing for so long.
I've been living in this county for 50 years, and I never even knew that we had a basketball team until the old court got burned down. Now I'm excited to see if the new one will as well. I can't keep my eyes off the game.
It turns out that the folks in town who were speaking out against basketball didn't truly understand what was going on. And once it was opened up to them in front of everyone, it became something the town could rally around. Unexpectedly, some of the folks from the Baskets for Grain crowd started throwing grain in support of our basketball players onto the court itself.
I just love those kids. You know, it started out that I was against what they were doing because I thought grain belonged in a basket, not a ball. But after seeing the heart those kids had, the true grit and determination, I threw my grain at them, hopefully to nourish them and provide them what they need to win the next championship. You go, kids. You go.
I was playing basketball, and I'd never played basketball that hard in my life until grain was being thrown at me, and it suddenly felt like people cared when they hadn't cared before. And wow, I just suddenly was a better player than I'd ever even imagined through all of my weeks and weeks of practice. And we just kept getting basket after basket after basket.
It's true. You know, I threw gasoline for the very first fire to help burn down that gymnasium, and now I'm out there games cheering them on.
Meanwhile, the opposing team, the Pelicans, didn't come from an agrarian town. They'd never even seen grain before, much less played on a field of it, and they found themselves stymied by the town's unexpected support.
What's this? It looks like something you could put in your mouth. I've never seen this kind of thing. Where I come from, we only have gravel to nourish us.
The Pelicans dodged back and forth, left and right. The Pelicans, they found themselves bleeding from the face from the sharp edges of the recently harvested grain. But somehow, miraculously, the Beavers found that this grain bounced right off them as if a miracle. And in the last few moments of the game, the score was tied, despite all of the energy thrown in by the town. It was 22-22, and in the last few seconds, Charlie and his little sister, Cassie had a moment of connection. Cassie sitting in the stands and Charlie bouncing that ball like he'd never bounced it before.
Hey, little sis, what if I throw you toward the hoop?
Really? Gosh, you're doing so good.
Just hold the ball. I'm pretty sure this is legal.
Yeah, it is in our county. In our town. Ooh!
Time seemed to slow down as Cassie flew through the air, skillfully tumbling, and she found herself gripping the rims of the basket and dropped through into her brother's waiting arms to the cheers, the wild cheers of the crowd who weren't familiar with basketball and didn't know whether or not this was legal.
There's nothing in the rule book that says a little girl can't be a basketball.
And that's how Cassie Etherton became the very first female basketball player for the Beavers. And that's the story of how one plucky team of high school students triumphed thanks to some generous rulemaking and won the state championships. And it changed the town forever.
That little kid could fly.
Back to you in the studio, and thank you to everyone from Milltown for sharing their story.
Thank you very much, Susan. That was a great piece. Before we get into our radio show, which is titled Traitors on the Rim, let's hear a word from Dixon's Pickled Pig's Feet.
Golly gee, wow. I sure am busy keeping up with my very active family. From basketball to ice skating, I just don't know what to do to feed them, to make sure they're getting the protein and energy supply that they need. That's why I'm thankful for Dixon's Pickled Pig Feet. There's 1 foot for each one of my beautiful family members. We especially love the gristle and the bone. You can enjoy it from toe to toe. When it comes to eating, your meal can't be complete without Dixon's Pickled Pig's Feet. Yeah, Dixon's Pickled Pig's Feet.
That was our word from Dixon's Pickled Pig's Feet. And now the moment you've been waiting for, another edition of Traitors on the Rim.
I don't like this report I'm seeing. Edna,
Yes, sir.
I need you over here to double check these instruments. You see, we're picking up something from the surface and it doesn't look good.
Why, it looks like there's another ship on our route, sir. The SS Triumphant.
The Triumphant?
Yes.
We
I know
haven't
you-
heard from them for years.
I thought your brother commanded them.
He does, Edna. That he does. Well, that's strange, and I suppose we should hail them, Edna, and see if my brother is still indeed in command of that very lost ship.
Hailing, sir. Captain, it appears to be. I'll put her on screen.
This is Captain Wright of the SS Victory.
Good to see you. I have some solemn news today. It was indeed your brother who was the captain of this ship, is that correct?
Yes.
Well,
And
suffice it to say, he is no longer captain. We lost him in the Alpha New Hampshire district.
Oh.
Alpha New Hampshire.
Oh, that makes sense that he would have been lost there. Well, tell me, how is it that your ship came through unscathed if my brother found his parish there in New Hampshire?
You know your brother, he was forthright and stalwart. He decided to go down himself. He took a small away team and we lost communications. You know how it is with Alpha New Hampshire.
Yes.
It has fallen to disarray, the riots, the fires, and of course, the mutants.
Well, I want to thank you for giving me this news. I think I will need to pay a visit to the Alpha New Hampshire and see for myself where my brother fell.
I beg you not to. I've seen too many. He was just the last team to finally go. He told me. He said, if I do not return, leave forever, and do not ever come back to this place. And I promised I would heed his word. So please, I beg you, if you do go, if you must go, be careful and be prepared for seeing and experiencing the worst.
Meanwhile, at Alpha New Hampshire, the mutants had taken over everywhere, but these mutants were just having time of their lives.
I demand you set me free.
Free? What is free? Free is overrated. Free is not for you.
All you do is enjoy yourselves. You celebrate life and you refuse to explore science.
Science just tells us what our hearts already know. Life is for dancing. Dance with us. Dance. It is an order. Uns.
Brother and I swore an oath to each other to always explore space and to never dance. You'll never make me dance. You must free me.
That is what you think. You're sitting on our shock seat. You will dance. Bzzz.
Ah! My name is Captain Thaddeus Michaels. I will never dance. I will never.
Zit.
Ah.
Uns. Party.
No, get the beat out of my head. My men, the women, the people of my crew.
You are
Where
one
have you
of the
put
last
them?
holdouts. Your crew likes partying.
They're partying without me? Oh. Then it's almost too late.
Yes, we're partying. We never knew what joy it could be to party. Come, Thaddeus.
Lieutenant
join us.
Valkyrie, what have
She's
they
now
done to you?
Captain Valkyrie, for she is the queen of the party.
I do love to party. Come on. Come on, come to the center of the circle. Lift your hands in the air. Wave them like you
Just don't care!
Hold of yourself. You were always a woman of science, of exploration. Well, what have they turned you into?
They've turned me into a woman who is also a science officer, but also one who follows her heart and her body and her soul and expresses it through dancing.
What is in your heart, Thaddeus? Yes, in your heart.
Not dancing, punching maybe. Ha!
That's a dance move in our quadrant.
No!
We are winning!
My brother will rescue me. Wait and see. I will never enjoy this dancing, even if I do it a little bit.
You know what they say about parties? The more the merrier.
Oomps, no! Oomps, no!
Meanwhile, the ship comes out of orbit and gets into orbit around the Alpha, New Hampshire.
Oh. Well, Edna, I think it is up to us to find out what became of my brother, Captain Thaddeus Michaels. I hope you are with me.
Captain, you know I am always with you, but I must again register my intense concern with this mission. Every single group that has gone here has been lost. In fact, the Unification Commission has set this planet as a level 5. No one comes back, sir.
Yes, I understand that,
Captain,
Edna.
she's right. It is level 5, I know, because it was my home.
You, Lieutenant Roy?
Yes. Yes, it's where I'm from. It's where all my family lived. Listen, I got word that in fact your brother's there, alive and well.
Really? And does that come from your connections on the Alpha, New Hampshire?
Yes. Yes, I'm afraid that my family and all the mutants like me and the rest of the inhabitants of Alpha, New Hampshire are finally getting their way. They're throwing out all science. They just want to dance and party and have a good time. It's like they've been locked down for 19 years, unable to socialize, play, be themselves. They've been confined into the city, and now, well, they're just letting loose.
Well, Lieutenant Roy, I must tell you that if my brother lives, if Captain Thaddeus Michaels is indeed alive and draws breath, he would not be dancing. He and I took an oath together that we shall not boogie woogie, no matter how sick the beat, no matter how intense the grind, that we shall ourselves abstain from that sort of joyous
When your brother has a death sentence, and no family will murder anyone who doesn't go along with the flow or the groove.
Oh dear.
Captain,
Yes,
I have set our coordinates to beam down. They will put us right in the center of the square, which seems most logical for finding the best direction to your brother.
Edna, why are your feet moving?
What? There. Oh!
We must be
No!
getting closer to New Alpha. Look, it's already spreading into Edna's legs.
Oh, my hand! It's... Why? Shivering! Why am I shaking?
Edna.
My
No.
hand! Stop! The Captain. Dance with me, Captain.
Edna, you must resist. You must resist!
Captain, I'll take Edna into the brig. I'm immune. I can take her there.
Thank you.
Come on, Edna. This way.
Will Edna resist the feat? Will the mutants kill everyone on the planet? We'll find out after this word from Dixon's Pickled Pig's Feet.
Mom? Say, Mom? Mom, I'm hungry again. Mama.
What is it, dear? Hungry
Mama?
again?
I'm hungry. After a busy day at school, I sure am hungry. And I was wondering if you got to the butcher today.
The butcher? Why, of course I've been to the butcher.
Well, that means that you probably got the very best pickled pig's feet in all the land. Why, Dixon's, of course. Say, Mom, is the pickled pig's feet why your face is so smooth and beautiful?
Why, you bet, little one. Why, pickled pig's feet is why every girl can grow up to be pretty just the way she wants to. I see you've puckered up for a pickle, Petunia.
Oh, Mom, you know me. Nothing can beat those tasty feet.
Dixon's Pickled Pig's Feet contain 100% of your daily required amounts of lithium. Nothing is better for your skin than pickled pig's feet, and nothing is better for pickled pig's feet than Dixon's Pickled Pig's Feet.
Edna,
Welcome! Welcome to Alpha, New Hampshire! Captain Wright? Yes, Captain Wright! Captain Wright!
The brother!
Commander Valkyrie, I remember you from long ago.
It's
I
good
see
to
you-
see you.
Taken a commission in my brother's absence.
Check out her dope moves! Yes, yes!
Shoulder, shoulder, pop, pop, lock
Shoulder,
it, lock
shoulder,
it, and
pop,
tight,
pop,
tight,
lock it,
up,
lock it,
down,
lock it.
sideways to, and,
Ha,
and,
ha,
crank it,
ha,
and
boom.
flaunt it, and slap it.
Yeah!
I was never allowed to do that before, but now I'm allowed to do that wherever I like, and I like to do it everywhere.
Brother! I'm up here in the dance cage.
Thaddeus! Oh, my dear brother Thaddeus. Oh,
It's a trap!
Thaddeus, show him your moves! Bzzzt.
Ah! I can't stop the cabbage patching, brother!
Oons, oons.
be strong, Thaddeus.
These speckled, these dazzling pasties they've put on my chest are forcing me to dance.
I can see by your knee-high, sparkly white boots and your very equally sparkly thong that you have been boogie-woogieing against your will, Thaddeus.
I can't stop. I don't know how much longer I can make it. My entire crew has joined this dance mutant party. They're out of their minds, I think.
But if he does not consent to the dancing soon, his body will give out, yes, yes, the electricity. Bzzzt.
Zah!
Give
No.
in to the rhythm.
To the rhythm of the night.
Oons, 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 oons.
Listen, mutants of Alpha, New Hampshire, I plead and I beg and I throw myself upon your mercy. Please let my brother go.
Why
There are
should
some
we?
that are meant to dance and there are others who are meant to not dance, but perhaps just to watch, and my brother Thaddeus is one of them.
Captain, Alpha, New Hampshire has a strict no wallflowers policy. Yes, yes.
Well, what is it that you need in order to release my brother?
for him to accept the dance. Those who attend the party consensually may leave the party consensually. Yes, yes.
I will never consent to this!
Then it looks like you have a long time in the cage.
As a young man, I traveled many of the outer rim planets. I studied many of your cultures, particularly those of the Bolero and the Shocky and the, of course, Tango 5. And what I have learned from my studies is that my brother may appoint a champion to take his place. Is that not true?
Yes. Yes, that is true. You can do that.
Well, then I would like to be my brother's champion.
What?
In the dance.
Brother!
What? Can you show us the Shocky? We have never seen the Shocky.
We want to see the
I
Shocky.
challenge you
We want
to
to
a
see it.
dance-off, and if I am the victor, then you shall release myself and my brother.
May I speak to my brother privately before he takes this challenge on?
Of course, we will get the glitter bombs ready.
Brother.
Yes, Thaddeus, I'm glad you're relatively unharmed.
Such as it is. They're right, though. I can't keep this up. Are you sure you remember what happened all those years ago, the last time you danced?
The last time I danced, people died.
Our family died.
Yes, and I said I would never dance again.
Your dance moves were too much for the planet to contain.
It was true, the gyration of my hips threw the planet off of its gravitational pull.
Yes, and our parents shot the two of us into space.
But Thaddeus, I cannot leave you here to perish under unconsensual partying. I cannot, and so for the name of family, for the name of your freedom, I must dance once again.
I'll be watching from this cage, brother.
Captain,
Edna!
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I think, well, my time in the brig gave me a moment to pause, and here, I brought you weights. I remember what happened the last time you danced, and I thought perhaps they might help you to control, and also...
Weights? Of course, Edna, of course, by wearing weights. Yes, I shall keep my hips in check. Ingenious.
And these, Captain, earplugs for when you're ready to stop.
Of course. Edna, you're a genius. I'm putting you up for promotion again.
Oh, Captain. Thank you.
Now, you better put a pair of those earplugs in yourself, lest you become overwhelmed by the beat again.
You know I have. I'll go back to the ship.
Hey, this is DJ Muti, ready to throw down the beats for the awesome dance battle. On one side we have Valkyrie, the dance queen. Yes. On the other side we have Captain Wright for his brother Captain Wright. And we've invited the whole crew. Yes. Throw down those sick beats and let's get this battle started.
It is not without thought and consequence that I shall dance.
And I will dance with my soul and my heart, knowing that this is the way and the only way to live.
First up, we have Valkyrie dropping the beats. Look at those hips go. Yes.
Tour jeté, kick step, tour jeté, flip it, lock it, pound it, flip it, bop it, run around in a circle, high five to the angels, high five to the devils, and scamper in a circle. And touch-a-toes and touch-a-toes and jump, kick, herky, and split.
Yes, a split, yes. The ultimate ending to a dance battle. How do you respond, Captain Wright?
I respond in kind by starting a gentle, small poppin' lock. Perhaps you have seen its like on Terra.
So restrained, restrained.
It's so adorable.
And the lock. Watch my elbows and my shoulders pop and take a formation you had not expected before.
Formation, 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 formation.
Next, I shall exhibit the bolero, which I practiced many a time for many of consequence.
Look at the shimmy! Somehow he shimmies, but he does not lose control. How?
And
It is
of
melting
course,
my eyes.
The Tango 5, which is known for causing havoc to people under 20.
Oh no, the underage! They are fainting, fainting. Yes, yes.
And finally, the move you have coveted, the one that you have sought and yearned for, the Shucky Shucky.
What? His hips are orbiting around themselves. It's not possible, not possible, not possible, no. What?
What's that you see, Captain Wright? Is it a vision of your dead father who died from your dancing? Is it perhaps instilling doubt into you?
What?
I must apologize. I shall
Your
pick myself
dancing
up off the
killed
floor.
us all. Your dancing killed us all. Oh.
Father, I am in control of my dancing.
He is flagging. He's doing the worm on the floor, but the floor is getting the best of him. What is happening? Is he surrendering?
The floor is winning. The floor is winning.
Final move. I must complete. Father, this is for your memory. And I shall do a spread eagle in the style of Polarinas of Terra.
Such grace. Such beauty.
Son.
Oh, son.
Son.
All is forgiven.
He dances with the power of a family. How does he do it? How?
My mind is blown. My ears are crying from the beauty of this.
Captain Wright, truly, you have taught us all how to
You
drop.
did it, brother!
We can go in peace at last. Peace at last.
What?
Peace at
Is that our
last.
parents' voice?
Oh, bye, other son.
My dancing seems to have reached the other plane of existence where they do rest, and they did come to give me strength in my final dancing moments.
Thank you for showing us the ways of the universe of dance. Yes, your legend will be told on the floor for age.
Mutants of Alpha, New Hampshire, and Valkyrie, if there's one thing I could impress upon you, it's that dancing must be joyous, and any destruction that comes of it is terrible and to be avoided.
And yet, brother, you've taught me that you and I had gone too far in giving up dancing altogether.
Yes, it's true. By fearing the power of the gravitational power of my hips, I turned away from one thing that I truly love: getting down with a sick beat.
Let it be told throughout the universe that the family that dances together survives together.
Valkyrie!
Now,
Let us all dance together.
Valkyrie!
Yes.
Will you take command of my ship? It was always you who should have been in charge. I wish to stay here and learn to dance again with these people.
Thank you, Captain Thaddeus. Yes, and I will spread the love of dance to one and all, and make sure that everyone's actually into it before we get started.
Yes, consent.
Consent!
Consent!
Yes, Captain Thaddeus, come. We shall teach you the Macarena.
I am no longer Captain Thaddeus. I am Dancer Thaddeus. And I wish to learn.
Well, my brother, I shall take my leave of you.
Good
Please.
luck.
I wish you great joy.
I wish you ounces, brother. As many ounces as you can imagine.
And boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. To you as well, Thaddeus. Ah,
This is DJ Muti signing off from the dance floor.
well,
And that was Traitors on the Rim. Let's bring everyone back on stage for a curtain call. Yay, everyone.
You couldn't see me dancing, but I was dancing.
it was implied.
I was actually cabbage patching, and I'm like, wait, no one can see me.
Your method, we could sense it.
I think we all felt it. Yeah.
There I am. Cool. I think we have time in this show for another special interest piece. So, taking on the suggestions from before, we're going to do another special interest piece about a rodeo, a town rodeo. Yay.
Well, every year the rodeo comes to town, and every year it's a whole disaster of a different kind. I know when I drove by it, I had never seen anything quite like it before.
That's right. People kind of pop in and out of this here town around rodeo time. Good time of year, some folks come into town that we haven't seen before. Bull riders, goat lassoers, bucking bronco riders. Why, it stirs the whole place up. Somehow makes me kind of happy. I like it, but others are just so nervous.
My job's to put on makeup and a funny nose and go out there when one of the riders is in danger of being gored. Everyone laughs at me, but I'm injured almost every time. I just want to be one of the riders and no longer be the clown. I just want to ride. Oh, another rider's been injured. Looks like it's time to go out again.
Rodeo comes to town and the death rate just soars. Doesn't matter that they have fences around it. They let those animals wander around the town at night. People get gored. It's always a bloody mess. I can't wait to leave this place.
People around me haven't seen me but I'm one of the best goat riders in the tri-state area. But I brought my goat all the way here, and we're having an argument, and I need a break. If only there was someone willing to take a shot on riding my goat so he could still experience this here rodeo championship.
What is it about a clown that suddenly I feel a little hot under the collar? Why, oh, look who's here. Lovely suited one. Why, she'd never get near a clown.
That's right. I stay away from the clowns. And I'll tell you one thing. If this rodeo keeps coming into town, I'm going to have an absolute nervous fit.
Ah, just watch the clown. It'll make you laugh. It'll provide a little bit of relaxation. Don't you see? Oh, there he is. Oh, poor little bleeding fella. Gosh, if only he could write something.
Oh, please. Oh, people are watching. I must look happy for them. Hello! Aren't I funny? Isn't it funny to watch me put my life in danger for you and your enjoyment?
Why?
Well, I do think that's funny.
See, there you are.
Maybe the rodeo has something for everyone.
I guess it does.
Hey there, you with the makeup. Come on over here for a second. I mean, once you're done bleeding and all.
Yes? What is it there?
Look, ever since you came out on the scene, my goat's taken quite a shine to you. And I'm trying to get out of this thing. I just want to have a drink. Would you do me the honor of riding my goat tonight?
Really? You would allow me to ride one of your noble beasts?
Well, Bucky here chose you. The goat chooses the rider.
Well, my name's Bucko, so Bucky and Bucko will be quite the pair.
I'm gonna hand you these here reins and wish you the best of luck. May it be a match made in heaven. Do you need a bandage for that?
I'll go back. I've got to prepare myself for the big event. I'll find a bandage backstage. Come on, Bucky. Let's get ready.
And now everyone's favorite part of the rodeo, the goat riding competition. We all know everyone gets on a goat, and the goal is to stay on that goat as long as possible. They'll navigate their way through a series of hedges and hay bales and come out the other side. The fastest one who stays on the goat and comes out the other side is declared our winner.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So excited. This is so much fun. Oh my God, I love this. I love this so much.
Are you ready for this, Bucky?
I'm so excited.
Look, I've been cleaning up your stall for a couple of months now, and well, you were always my favorite goat. You should know that before we go out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I don't want you doing me any favors, all right? The minute we're out there, we're adversaries. You understand that, right?
Oh, of course I do. I understand. I understand, Buckle. I mean, why would I throw any sort of game? Why would I throw it? I mean, just because this is just another race, another run, another rodeo. Hey, Buckle.
Yes, Bucky. Yes, Bucky.
What if I did go easy on you?
Oh, then people would know. It would be a sham.
No, I've been practicing. I'm an actor. You know that I just play the role of this. I'll just run around and I'll just make you look good, Bucko. It would be...
All right, well, if you think so, then I will do my best. I'm an actor too, more an entertainer.
I want to do Bucko.
Riding Bucko the goat, or Bucky the goat, is Bucko the rodeo clown. This isn't right. This is what it says on my card. Well, let's see what he's got. Bucko the rodeo clown riding Bucky the goat.
Go, Bucky! Go, Bucko!
Ah!
Bucky, get angry, Bucky!
Come on, Bucky. We gotta make them believe. We gotta make them scared.
Something
I'm
appears
afraid.
to be wrong with the goat. The goat isn't galloping at all. The goat is just prancing across the stadium.
Bucky, your mama was a walrus.
You can say that to my face, Goat Wrangler, but I'm just me. And right now I'm just gonna stand still.
Bucky, I don't want to do this, but I got one of them goads they use on the bulls.
You wouldn't goad me.
I don't want to, but stick. Gah!
There goes the goat. The goat's now jumping up and down like a goat should. He's an angry goat. He's a fighting goat, and Bucko's hardly staying on.
Bucko,
Hey,
you lost me, Bucko.
Oh, he nearly lost himself there, but he's still on the back of Bucky.
How could you do that to me? Take that!
Ah, it's part of the act. Oh, ow, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ow, ah, ooh, ah.
Somehow Bucko is still on the back of Bucky, who I've never seen a performance like this before. That goat is pissed off.
You can do it, Bucko!
You're doing great, Bucky.
Squeeze those thighs!
But I'm doing great too.
And And now they're in a rhythm together that this announcer has never seen in his 36 years of rodeo announcing. It's beautiful.
Let me stand up on your back.
Is he standing and dancing on Bucky's back? I ain't never seen anybody do that.
These fans certainly are getting a treat tonight as we're seeing something that we've never seen before. What started out as a bucking competition has become a dance. Beautiful. I've never seen anything.
It's poetry.
What we're witnessing here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is not only an act of beauty, but a change in the way that we see goat riding at the rodeo. No longer a competition to stay on the goat's back, but a competition to see who can be the most beautiful creation you've seen. It's stunning.
You see, Bucko? We did it. We did it, Bucko.
I've never seen anything like it before. Maybe the rodeo isn't all that bad after all. Maybe I shouldn't leave town.
I think this is the best rodeo this town's ever had. Everyone's happy now. Gotta find that clown.
Say, Bucky, it looks like you made a couple of fans.
Well, I guess I always kind of wanted to be a goat dancer.
You two are a match made in heaven.
Bucko, I think you might have a fan too.
Really?
Over there, that woman in the stand, she's just been staring at you. I mean, the show is over and she's still there.
That woman could never love a clown who became a goat rider.
I'm gonna send her back to the stall.
I loved you when I first saw you fall on your head and bleed. You've been the best thing this town ever had.
I didn't know anyone even noticed me falling on my head. Thought they were just looking at the riders.
No, I watched you the whole time. The whole time. Why, are you going to ride on out of this town now and go ride other goats and other animals and dance on them like you did here?
I don't
Well,
know.
I can't hold on to someone like you.
I suppose I must, but before I go... Oh, I got some makeup on your face there. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'll never wash my face. Go, Bucko.
I wish I could stay, but there's a barrel out there that has my name on it, and a red nose that needs a face to go behind it, and a little goat that needs a rider.
Goodbye, Bucko.
Goodbye, lady.
And that was our rodeo piece. To all of us here at WIUP Radio and Dixon's Pickles, Pig's Feet, thank you for tuning in. Join us again next week for another episode of WIUP Radio Hour. Let's bring our cast back out for a final curtain call. Thank you all very much for joining us. We've had Cheryl up on the well, I guess you can't see what I'm seeing. We have Cheryl, Dan, Ari Scheller, Captain Wright is Janine Clark. We have Sarah Hanchar, Jill Ferris, Tony Beeman, Paul Levy, and on the keys all night long has been Jason DeLeo. I've been your host, Greg Stackhouse. We're going to do this show again on, write it on your calendars, mark it down. We are definitely confirmed for May 30th, 2 weeks from tonight. So join us then for another episode of WIUP Radio Hour. And I'm sure we'll do it again after that, but stay tuned to our webpage, unexpectedproductions.org, for all of our shows and more announcements about this show. From the cast, thank you very much. We'll see you again next time. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you.